How about you fuck off? Thanks.
"12 dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
That's a lot of questions to ask somebody out the blue.
Death. Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment. A righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars.
What's up with all these bodies?
They were all so wrong. Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss.
Excuse me?
Awaken from the harshness and be born once more.
My dude, you are tripping.
sweet brother. What have you done?
Mary! Oh, no.
Oh.
Mary! Hold on. Please, hold on. Oh, God.
Where's she gone?
Mary. Mary.
You ate your sister.
No. No.
Yeah, you ate your sister. She not being up that bad.
This horror. It's a nightmare. No! Please, a moment, let me explain!
Oh! Running now?
These patrols are after me. No! No! Don't shoot! This is a nightmare. I need to get out of here. This can't be happening.
Right now, okay?
No! Please, stop! I mean you no harm. What's going on? Oh, Mary. What have I done? What's all this about?
Shit, where'd it go?
Now, I can defend myself.
Bastards.
Kill that thing! Over there!
Who are you? Stay back! Sorry, but you left me no choice.
So this is like, what, Dark Souls?
Who are you? Stupid beast!
Burn him! That's what you do to me. Doesn't like burning, does it?
Sorry.
It's so violent.
No, please, stop!
Down! Finish it!
Who are you? What do you want?
Alright. Someone getting my health.
I mean you no harm. I need help. Die, you fucking leech!
Oh.
Please, listen to me. I can't make any sense of this. Shut up, beast! Who are you? What is this all about? What in God's name?
I'll do the rest of the job.
Just leave me. The sun. It feels like it's burning me to the bone. I need to find somewhere to hide. Let me go!
He's out of here.
I need to find shelter.
I'll check in here first.
Is anybody there?
place seems abandoned. I should be safe enough here.
I forgot a couch. Draws to walk again? Shit. How do you walk again? Crap. How you do it again? Oh, Q. Alright, cool.
Brother, what have you done?
Mary! Mary! Mary, I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us, I will find them.
Somebody else dead too? Oh my gosh. I got a clock.
Wait. This one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Gold watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it and share the takings. I suppose we are undertakers.
Oh,
Now,
here, come
give
here.
me an Eve.
That's impossible.
One second. Oh. I got bit, so he got bit. Oh, he shot himself. You're not gonna use that. You're not gonna use that. I'm gonna need that.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now!
No! There's time. I can save him.
That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital!
Done. He'll live.
Then now what?
We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing.
Oh. Well, you went a completely different path than I was thinking.
No, it never got easy.
Weakness of vampires.
Sup?
What's up, Cybertooth? Alright, so where do I go from here? If you want me to go into relax zone, I'll go into relax zone so you can be heard on stream. I'll do that right now, actually. There you go.
What's up?
What's good? Go back to live. Alright, let's get it. Do I leave this house or something?
I can almost feel the sun's rays like a physical weight pressing against the wood.
So I can't go outside? Where the hell am I supposed to go? There's no other rooms in this place. Do I just gotta wait? I can't break that door down. Oh, I probably gotta rest. My bad. I didn't know that. They just put a bed there in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
This makes no sense.
Yeah,
None
it
of
just
it.
came out. I just picked it up.
No sense at all.
Vampyr.
It's a nightmare. That's it.
He just ate his sister, bro. Like right in the beginning, it turned up like that.
Damn. Ate his fucking sister.
Yeah, he ate his sister, bro.
Jesus.
Woke up a vampire. He walks home. Ate his sister. And he got chased by like his city. So now he's gonna try to take. Apparently, he's gonna try to take revenge. Or, oh, yo, hold up, bro. We can talk.
Rational thinking only.
Oh my goodness. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, they're making me shoot. I don't want to shoot, man.
He's a vampire. He can't die from a silver. He can't die from a bullet.
Oh man. Right, that's just the intro. Oh my goodness, it was so stressful already. So I don't really need your help. I put the latency up real quick, so you should be able to see what I'm seeing relatively fast. So I'm gonna need your help to finish this. Jeez. He woke up. Damn. Put on some lotion. You're not supposed to wake up that like pale, sir.
Holy shit.
Jeez.
Paler than me.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm fucking pale.
This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
Is it nighttime yet?
Damn, all that blood stain on his sheets. Damn, dude, how you get that out? That's white sheets.
No bleach can help that. Oh, evolution. Hide out beds allows you to evolve and rest, spend experience points, and level up to improve your vampire skills. Alright, okay, hold up. How many points we have? 1,710.
Damn.
Okay, so how much is everything? Coagulation, 2-second control. You can block your target's blood in their veins, making them defenseless. Interesting. Tactical spring. You can perform a supernatural move to your target that causes damage upon landing. Oh, okay, I see the cost. Wait, do I see the cost? How much is? I'm not even appropriate level to get these things.
Oh shit.
Wow, that sucks.
That feels bad, man.
Yeah. So let's see. 600. Okay, I see the 0 out of 600 is how much I have to spend. Alright.
Oh, so it's like a talent tree almost.
Mm-hmm. Requires level 6. Jeez, this sucks. Okay, so I unlocked another tier. Aggressive. Blood spear. You throw a spear made of blood, which can pass 2 enemies in front of you. What?
Damn.
Shadow mist. Place a cloud of shadows on a target's feet or yours. The cloud will explode after a short time, causing heavy damage.
Dude, that seems badass.
Close range strikes will cut all living creatures in front of you. Okay, which one does the most damage? God. Cost. Okay. Oh, this one's the shadow mist is the cheapest. It costs. Let's see, what do I have to spend? 1,000 of my points. Okay, let's go back and figure out what the other ones cost.
Damn.
1,000 of my points. All right. Jeez.
Might as well just kill me right now.
Jeez. I might as well just wait. Oh, it's making me choose one. Oh, this sucks.
All right. So once you're in there, you have to choose one.
Which one should I get? Should I get the Shadow Mist? Place a cloud of shadows on the target's feet or yours, and it'll explode. Blood Spear. Shadow. Alright. Got it. Confirm. Now select confirm to save. Alright, bet. Oh, you have to actually hold it? That's weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
That's a lot of blood in the bed. Like, bleach won't get that out.
No, it's gonna turn to orange if you bleach that out.
Ugh, that sounds bad.
That voice in my head.
Mission update. Alright. Identify and confront the vampire who created me. Reach North Bank. North Bank? So, I have to hold tab while doing this, bro. Because if I let go, it just takes me out.
It must be...
Get out of here. Oh, wait. I'm not holding it. What did I do?
Belong to the one.
Okay, I just gotta tap it. Wow, I'm an idiot. Anyway. We need to go here. Alright. So, it's out the door. Okay.
Who made me what I am? I must find him to understand what I have become.
There we go.
This game sucks. I'm kidding.
Wait. Do you hear that? Somebody down here? Somebody's down here.
Where is it?
Oh.
I do hear that.
It's closed.
Oh.
These people want me dead.
Is
I
it
need to
daytime?
leave now.
It
Oh,
can't be daytime.
We're gonna
You just left.
Yeah, you're right, you're right. Sorry with the logic. I see you, I see you. Okay, so we have to make our way up. Oh!
Here's the leech. Here!
Oh my god. Come on. What? Oh. Oh, that's badass. Wait, this is connected?
My head's spinning.
So they're downstairs. We need to...
Oi! Come out, you coward!
It's locked, all right.
Crap. Crap. Oh, I'll take that. Offhand weapons. Offhand weapons can be used by pressing right click. They attack special features and consume stamina. Shelter key. Oh, I can go back up the stairs. Alright. We're out of here. We are out. Oh my god. No,
We Audi 5000.
I cannot enter.
What? I have the key. Oh, this is bogus. Okay, I see it. Alright, cool. Alright. 1 and 2. Wait, what's 1 do? Hello? Alright, here we go.
I'm still in Southwark.
Okay, so they're still inside. We're still
I must reach the West End.
Excuse me? Oh my god.
Die, vermin!
Okay. Control.
Strength.
Oh my
A
goodness.
strength I never knew I had.
Okay, so Cyber, I'm starting to get it.
Oh,
It has a stamina gauge. Oh wait.
It's locked, all right.
It has a stamina gauge like Dark Souls for some apparent reason.
Huh.
So if I sprint and everything, but it's modest about it. It's not too bad. Can I teleport you? How do I crouch? Oh. Oh my god. I gotta kill him.
This shouldn't be possible.
Oh my gosh. Get him! Fight him! Hurry up!
It does look. This does kind of have like a Dark Souls feeling.
Every
Okay, so
fiber of my being is a fire.
dodged too.
I feel like a child learning the limits of my body.
They dodged too. Oh, this game is amazing. Oh! Boy! Oh my gosh. Where did he come from? Oh my gosh. Yes, yes. Oh, this game is amazing.
Skills to pay the bills.
He's not backing down. I don't think he's a boss, but I think he's a heavy for the game.
My strength. My reflexes. I'm not human anymore.
Oh,
Guess he likes it, lol.
This game is amazing. Alright, hold on. Okay. Do I have enough to upgrade again? Oh, I have to actually be in a bed? Alright.
You have all that blood from when you shot yourself in your shirt.
Don't remind me. I didn't mean to shoot myself.
Nah, man, you wouldn't assess if you die or not.
That wasn't my choice. I will not be held accountable for this man's actions. Alright, let's go find someone else to bite.
If you didn't probably just press the button, you probably would have stayed there forever. Alright, join the ranks. Your king and country need you. Join the British ranks and help the brave lads at the front. Oh, they're trying to recruit people. Ooh. They're trying to recruit people to take you down.
Right?
If only I had control of my need for blood.
Let me find out if there's a way to crouch. I assume there is. Dodge, melee, shoot, I have an ultimate? This game.
Damn,
They have an ultimate. What? I wonder what it's gonna be. So I can't crouch. That's weird.
Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you.
Can I fly?
For what happened to
us? Where are the keys for these doors?
He says, can I fly?
Oh, I can bite rats? That's so weird.
This is
not hygienic.
Despicable.
Are you alright?
It's locked, all right.
Oh man. I wonder if vampires ever like clean their teeth, or is that not a thing for them?
I don't think that's a thing.
Oh, that sucks.
The dizziness from the jump. I can now control it.
You probably shred the toothbrush talons.
They just sharpen the bristles.
Yeah.
What's this?
Oh, that's badass. You just like shadowed right through that.
I can't like. So I'm looking at doors currently. You're probably a few seconds
right.
behind, but they're all locked. And I wonder if there's keys for them.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, another rat.
Vampires should clean their teeth.
Yeah, see?
It has to be a thing, sir.
Oh.
What will London have to say to me?
I don't know.
No, I'm just saying, like, wouldn't you want, like, if you ever got bit by a vampire, you wouldn't want them to have, like, other people's
I have
residence.
so many questions unanswered.
So, am I going the opposite wing? Oh, I am. Alright. The docks. This is where I got bit at. Let's find out what happens.
Another corpse.
He bit someone else?
Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum?
I love story games. I'm, like, fully invested in this right now. As much as I love Overwatch, Fortnite.
I think Fortnite's only. I think Attack on Titans. Oh my god. Oh.
I love playing it. I play it sparingly so I don't get tired of it.
The man has been
that
drained
game is
of
awesome.
blood.
I love playing it. I like watching people play it. That's the crazy part about it.
Some people are insane in that game.
I've seen competitions and stuff.
I
Like I'm not ready.
follow the sense
Their teeth are long and thin. They could easily break if they don't clean it.
Like, their movements are just like in the actual show.
Alright, so we have a new ability. Senses. Oh, I can see blood.
Fresh blood.
Yeah.
The smell is so strong.
Does my meter go down when I do this or no? Follow the killer's trail. Alright.
Where has everyone gone? According to the blood patterns, that's where the victim was attacked. So that must be the
I can't
killer's
find my
trail.
Xbox controller. Like, I don't know where it is. Hideout. You just found a new hideout. Here you can spend your XP points on resting and crafting items on the workbench. So I have to do these missions before the sun comes out. That's insane.
That's a really good
gaming concept. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, man. Wait, I can stash stuff. What can I stash? Let's just refill. Can I get a refill? All right. There's a bed. What else? It's supposed to be stuff I can. Oh, there it is. Okay, stuff I can grab. I'll break this note more down. Okay, so it looks like. All right, I'm gonna update some stuff. I'm pretty sure I have enough. 475. I don't have nothing. All right, this was a waste of time. Oh, we have body. Oh, it's
You should
300.
get this. You should get this reference. Who likes orange soda? I like orange soda.
Is it true? Is it true?
True? Yeah.
Blood capacity, increase your blood. Big thirst, increase your blood absorption. I'm gonna do that one because I feel like I have a good timing, so I can definitely Oh no! I confirmed. My bad. Oops. I almost pooched the gooch again.
You almost pooched the gooch?
Yeah. It's a thing. But I love Keenan and Kel. Total icons.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Also, the SNL cast are total icons. They've been doing that thing for the longest.
You know, Keenan and Kel don't even talk anymore.
They don't.
Nope. They actually got into a really big fight.
I believe it. Follow the trail. This dude is leaving a whole thing. Look at this dude. Messy. Inappropriate. Unknown. I can hide? Oh, wait.
Debating on going on the Discord LOL.
At last, a little life.
There's gotta be something can be done about it.
Hold up. Okay, so they have blood in them. Alright, so let's talk to somebody.
My God, sir, you look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. I'm not thirsty.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
You can watch and discuss, and you can help me decide what I got to say to this dude. We're going to get straight to the point. We're looking for someone.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You want me to wait so you can decide with me?
Yeah.
Cyber?
He paid for the entire week.
I got you. So we have, how long has he been here? Who is this man? I need to meet that man.
Who is this man?
Alright. Yeah, we probably need a good narrative.
Who is this man? What does he look like?
Well, like a gentleman, I guess. Well dressed, quite polite. A professor or something fancy like that. Always writing, reading notes.
Okay, so we got a little backstory. Should we ask him how long he's been here?
Yeah.
Alright.
How long has he been here?
He rented the room a few days ago and didn't say when he'd leave.
Maybe he already left though.
I'm pretty sure he probably left.
I need to meet this man.
We need to meet him.
I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and
Probably
knock on the
snuck out of
first
the window
door.
or some shit.
I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake.
He's like, fuck
And,
that shit.
Yes. No funny business. You hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
My bad. I was just asking questions, sir. Should we talk to this dude or the chick in the back?
Chick in the back.
Alright.
There's gotta be something can be done to get out.
Hello, sir. Are you alright? Is there any way I can help you?
I don't know. Maybe you could just talk to me.
Maybe you prefer to speak with Tom then. He's more agreeable talking to strangers.
She has a cute accent. As soon as I heard her voice, that accent, adorable. All right, so she won't talk to us. Should we say goodbye? That's at the very bottom. What is this place? Ask her what's going on, or should we just say we want to talk? Like,
I just want to talk.
All right.
I just want to talk. I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm not afraid, sir.
Oh.
It's just I've other customers to take care of.
I only see one customer.
Oh. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I best check on them.
All right. I'm asking what's going on.
What's going on around here? Where is everyone?
Too many dead, sir. First the epidemic, and now all these terrible murders.
Jeez, too many dead? Jeez. Alright, let's ask about the murders.
What can you say about them?
Bodies found in the streets every morning. Drained of blood. This is horrible. Some say the sewer dog is back.
The sewer dog?
Is that a thing?
What's that?
No one knows. People have always disappeared around these parts. The ancients say it's the sewer dog coming out to feed.
Oh.
But now he's killing in the streets.
So werewolves? Wait.
Wait, what?
Oh. Okay, so imagine a sewer dog. Would that not be like some olden term for a werewolf or something? Was that just me?
I think it would be. I never heard of it. But
I've never heard of it described like that, a sewer dog.
Not a werewolf, but just like a wolf.
True. Should we ask about an epidemic, or we should just go back?
Just go back.
Alright, so we already know what happened. Alright.
I'll leave then.
Let's find out what she knows. Let me check the Discord on my phone real quick. Alright. So, we're gonna go upstairs.
I think Drake no longer stirs.
Find if he's still there or not.
There's no place for you. Prewen has several patrols roaming the area.
They do not pursue me.
If he actually did escape the window, dude,
I'm out of here!
I have a common objective, but I require...
I think someone is eavesdropping.
How? How does she know that?
You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Slowly, vampire. Who are you?
How the hell?
I mean you no harm, saith the vampire.
Wait.
Present yourself.
Oh my, yo, can we talk, sir? You're burning me.
I need a word.
Jeez.
Anyone.
He said the power kills your ass.
I'm saying. He even sat down.
Dude, he's a G.
I've never seen something that gangster in my life.
He is a G. He sat down on everything.
Who was he talking to?
I don't know. Maybe to himself?
Nah, that was definitely a female's voice.
Really?
Can you hear the dialogue correctly?
Yeah.
And who might you be?
Okay. Dr. Edgar Swansea. Okay, so we have 3 hints to unlock, I guess, dialogue. Alright, okay. 3 hints, alright. Okay. Should we get backstory on him first before we tell him about us?
Yeah.
Alright, you first.
Tell me, who are you?
Because he clearly has...
Tell me what you want. Then I may tell you.
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge.
Damn, he's fucking persistent.
Oh my goodness, yo,
Someone is molesting people.
He's an asshole.
In fact, killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire.
Oh my gosh. Yo, he plays the upper hand real well.
Oh yeah.
You seem like an expert. I'm a victim too. This is not real. Should we play the victim card?
We should, yeah.
He's gonna make us feel like a little bitch.
I've been hunted down in the streets and attacked. I'm a victim here too.
I mean, you didn't choose to be a vampire.
I believe
You're right.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
He's a pastor.
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I am performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
Okay, so did we unlock anything? Let me see. Nope, 7 lock. Okay. Should we go with help me then? Cause that seems pretty bold.
Yes, you can help me then.
I want to know what the Brotherhood's about. This dude, that's a good backstory on him.
Actually, yeah.
Then
Let's
help
do
me
the
find the
Brotherhood.
culprit.
Oh crap!
Oh, that's fine then. That's
if
fine.
you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
Okay, we'll tell him.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor. That explains a great deal. We're both chasing the same
Someone
shadow.
just joined and left.
That's fine. Seems like we're after the same person. Is that a yes or a no? Because I don't know what he's after.
He might be after the same person.
Let's find out what he knows. We're
A
gonna go
shadow,
yes.
indeed.
Yeah.
Yet I heard his voice in my head. There was a moment I believed I was mad.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
I'm a vampire. I can do it.
I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
Ooh. Okay. You able to see what's on the screen right now?
Hold on. It's still in the dialogue. I'll end him. I don't know. I'll depend on it.
People in chat, if you guys want to chime in and help us decide what answers we're going to pick, go ahead. I don't mind waiting for a response from you. Alright, so we have... I'll end him. I don't know. I demand answers. I mean, if we kill him, we're not going to find out any answers behind it, are we?
I'll demand answers, I bet.
Alright.
I will at last have the answers to my questions.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
Alright. I guess he's not helping us? I don't think I really got anything from him. I'm gonna just take your drawers.
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight.
At least give me a fresh,
Someone must know
clothes or some shit.
Someone must know something.
I cannot enter.
Someone must know something. Alright, so someone must know something. Alright. Let's talk to him.
Good evening, sir. I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes.
I'm about to start biting people's neck to find my answer.
It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
Okay, Did anyone enter the bar? What is going around here? Goodbye. I think we should just go straight to the question. Did anyone enter the bar?
Yeah, let's do that.
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that gorgeous bottle, see?
This is important, sir. Are you sure no one has come in here in the last few hours?
I don't know and I don't care. This is a free country. People still have the right to come and go, don't they?
What the fuck?
What? This guy.
An asshole too.
We have the right to please come and go, don't we? Alright, let's bait him.
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
Who is this sewer dog?
It's the local bogeyman. Convenient answer for every crime that happened for decades. You murdered someone.
So
Blame the sewer dog
again.
Hey?
So, I think that's the first person we may have to fight.
You make it sound like it's a fairy tale.
How do we get there?
People will always believe in monsters.
Safe place to rest. Custom marker. I didn't put that down.
It's easier than accepting their own darkness. We can all be monsters.
But what? Oh, God damn it.
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
Maybe the custom markers where the sewer dog is.
I was looking for the marker. That was me clicking on the map.
I've never even been to India.
Maybe. Oh, there's another door here. And I can't leave.
I totally forgot about the new Symmetra abilities. Indeed, do you have the PTR on Overwatch?
Peter, no, I don't have it. I just stuck with this. Can I go behind the counter?
I don't think you can.
Somebody hide.
Damn it. I think drink no longer stirs me.
Excuse me, sir. I need
Welcome
answers.
back. Did you find what you were after?
I can't say I have. Are you sure no one else came into your bar before I arrived?
Hey, I told you, you were the only other stranger I've had.
I think he's hiding something.
I think you're hiding
He definitely is, because he's
I
like,
hide many
oh, welcome
things
back,
from
you
many
find something?
people, sir. That's what my job's
Sarcastic
about.
about it.
Yeah.
Oh, I need a hint. Damn it. I gotta go back
Goodbye,
and talk to
Mr.
that guy. Sir. Where'd that chick go?
There's gotta be something.
Evening, sir. Can I help you?
I have a
gotta
few
know
questions for you.
I like
Well,
the
if you
detective
must.
aspect of this game.
Yeah.
I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth? What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight. And I don't think Tom wants to tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
gotta go
I
back up
can
and talk to that
feel
dude.
your fear, madam. Please tell me what's going on.
It's Will. William Bishop.
Oh, she
He
confessed
came here
immediately.
earlier tonight and he... Well, I
Damn.
thought he was going to clock someone.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the cannon factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really.
If he was playing
He's
Prototype, the
never
first
been
one.
violent.
I
Until
saw.
tonight.
Why keep it a secret?
I have it on my
Why
Xbox.
not tell me about it?
I just gotta
Tom's
get Delgado.
nothing if not loyal.
That was a good
After
game.
Will lost his job,
Where's that
he
supposed to
offered
be
him
game?
one here. They used to be good mates. But recently,
Prototype 2
Will,
was good too.
Oh, definitely.
Will started to get
I don't think I played
very
the next
aggressive.
series
I
of
see.
it.
Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
Alright. Citizen hints. You just discovered a hint. It reveals a secret about a citizen or someone related to them.
So she was hiding something.
Oh yeah. So we unlocked one of her hints. Tom and Bishop used to be good friends. Alright. Now who's this? Dyson. Tom Watts. That's a bar guy.
There's gotta be something.
Dude, that's weird because my
Are
last
they
name
stupid
Dyson.
or something? I've never even been to India.
Hey Tom. Hey buddy.
You again. What can I do for you?
Yeah. Tell me about William,
Tom,
bro.
talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will
I
came
just
by
compelled
tonight,
him.
but he's not my friend anymore.
Oh my goodness.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency.
This game is
Do
too
you know where he is?
awesome.
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What do you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a
Wow,
bad
that
rash
is a
and
hell of a
torn old
description.
clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
Something can be done to get out of this bullshit mess. No?
I think I'm losing my mind.
So, inspect the boats. Track the killer. Alright. So this is a open world map? Am I going the right way? Nope. Oh, it is an open world map. Dude.
Damn.
They pulled in a huge map like Assassin's Creed
I
series.
will get to the bottom of this
Bloodborne map
intrigue.
design.
What's been
Or
done to
at
me?
least
I-
combat.
To
I
this
love
city.
Bloodborne.
Oh my gosh. I'm here, right? Oh, it's right here.
The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood.
Jeez. Let's examine
This
his
corpse
wounds.
has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim.
What's this?
There's other vampires like you.
Some sort of note. Blood and empty gin bottles. This bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker.
Wounds.
I think I examined them already.
This corpse has been dried of its blood.
Yeah.
Just like the previous victim.
Jeez, he got scratches on his face.
This man was armed. He tried to defend himself. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
Am I getting in the boat? Oh no, I'm teleporting. That is so beast. Alright, so we gotta go this way. There's blood on the floor. Oh, there's a hunter. Ow! His body just fell on the floor. Ragdolled and everything. What's this? Range weapons. Using your range weapon inflicts standard damage and stun damage.
Ammunition crate. Good. I may need a lot of bullets. I feel like I'm back on the front line again.
What am I supposed to be doing again?
I don't remember.
Apparently I have a gun now? What? A gun. I don't see... Oh. A revolver. Nah, I like the stun.
Set back to a warm fire. Shut that foolish mouth of yours. You ever know McCullum to be wrong about anything? Right.
I think that's somebody over there. Oh, it is. It's an archer. Alright.
Over there!
You can't do anything when I'm close. Alright, so he's gone. Where else? I don't see no more trail of the blood. Oh. Alright, so I still have to go back down there. Alright, wait, it's not good.
You abused that guy.
So, trail of blood. Alright. Enemy card. Press V to spot enemies and display their enemy cards. Oh, wow, there's a whole system behind this game. So enemies are more resistant to certain types of damage. There are 4 types of resistance. Melee, ranged, blood shadow. Orange indicates medium resistance. R indicates high resistance. So I have to actually buy them. Okay.
Burn it, boy!
Ow. I got hit by that? I'm getting messed up. Look at yourself.
Piece of shit!
I'm getting sick. Yeah, you're getting bit. Come here. Alright, so he's out of here.
We won't see any of these bastards back here again.
Uh-oh. You see me?
Ain't safe here. Over there! Over there! There's one of them vermin!
How do I switch people again? Oh my gosh. Ow.
Watch out for that teeth!
Watch out for the teeth.
press tab maybe to switch to people's?
Nope. Ow! I need help. Wow. He's dead. Rats and hideouts. Ooh. Come here.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Same. Stop running. Rats are often looking at their hideouts.
This is despicable.
Okay, so. Oh. I did not even see that. Jeez.
So you gain health from eating rats?
Yeah.
Seems legit.
Money. At 400 again, so I guess I'll. Alright, body, physical. I'm gonna get the health. Alright. Oh no. I keep backing out like that. Alright, we're good. There we go. Follow the trail. Wait, did I go the wrong way? Oh my god. I can't go down there? What? Okay.
Oh, I gotta go, my dude. I'll come back then if you're still streaming.
Alright. North Docks.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
As one, we shall overcome this. We've done it before. Right. I had a drink outside tonight already, and it did not quench my thirst.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
William, please stop. Just the same, I promise. You are my dearest friend. You're my last and dearest friend. William.
This creature is bedeviled.
I can't feel it.
I must put it down.
I got hit by that. Yeah, I get my God, yo, excuse me, sir. Why are you blocking? What? You can only upgrade your weapons using... Oh, hideout weapons. Okay. Checking the victim. This guy?
William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Really? He wasn't dead?
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by skull?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you... like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
Oh. She's not wrong.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders.
Ooh.
Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
What was this doing?
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. See he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
How does he know this?
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
Alright. Back to my investigation.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Is that like... Oh my gosh.
Andy, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello.
Hello? Where's...
What are you playing, Overwatch?
Nah, this is Vampyr. Wait, what am I supposed to be doing?
For some reason, I'm really good with Genji, and I don't know why.
I'm pretty sure you said this before. On a previous live stream. Alright, we're getting back in the boat. Let's not do it.
Yeah, my first game I played in a while, I got a 27 kill streak and I didn't die once.
As
With Genji. As Genji, yeah.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal.
That's just how good I
have
am.
a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William
Took
was...
that one to the head, huh?
What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim.
Here at the number 7 spot.
Who can say?
Number 6, Mr. Freed.
The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted.
Keep my dark side.
And the woman? What? Who is she?
What woman?
As I mentioned, opinions change over time, and I think...
Damn it, Destro.
Yes?
You goddamn television lady. It's all good.
Play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
You may have to
I
speak
thought
up
you were a
louder.
gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy.
Privacy?
Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
What happened? I don't get it. Oh. There you go. My bad. My bad. That was on me, you guys. Alright, so he's out cold.
To taste a life. To embrace its most intimate secrets.
I can't even move quickly.
Such a burden. Such a divine sin.
Okay, so where am I going again? Hospital.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I apologize, nurse. I needed some time to myself.
I just got here. She already has to leave.
This has been the longest and strangest night of my life.
You delivered poor Mr. Hampton from a terrible fate. The means to that end should be of little concern, Doctor.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions first.
Yep.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
Man, why is she so sassy?
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Nurse Crane.
So we're gonna just go up there. Alright, start at her.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique.
Wow.
Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research.
Okay.
He is convinced it is the future.
Personal questions? Alright, we gotta ask about her life in London.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but...
So I can mesmerize
how do we
anyone.
beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Oh, so she already...
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Okay. I got a hint.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
So I still haven't unlocked the hint. Exhausted himself. Okay. So we see where these two connect. And these are everybody in the city that we have to actually talk to. Okay. Personal. I need a hint. Alright.
Goodbye, nurse.
So
Call me if you need assistance.
Let's go to the next person. I like that. It gives you a list of directors of people that you have to talk to.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Okay, inventory guy.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
He's not wrong.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
Wow.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing here. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital? That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Midnight in the garden of good and evil. Okay. He's healthy. Alright, so we got everything we need from him. Personal questions, maybe? Nope.
I'd like to see your goods.
Let's see what he has.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Milton shotgun. I do not have enough money for this. Ammunition powder. What about the little stuff first? Okay. Just in case if I come by one. Let's find out who else we can talk to. If Pokemon were a game, this is what I expect it to be like. Is that a wanted poster? Your city needs you. Alright, we're going inside now.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
But the suffering continues.
The daily routine.
Oh, that guy. Alright, let's find out what
Good
happened.
evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the Dockers' trade union. The Wet Boot Boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
Clay Cox? Oops.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hawcroft.
Okay.
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
Alright.
Do you know Tom Watts? The bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
Despair?
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
Alright.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
Nobody want to fess up to who's bad in this.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
Can you not, sir?
Damn. The pain.
You a doctor? You are.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Excuse me?
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get.
I like how they subtly trash talk each other.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
There is no need for such animosity between us. Don't you think the epidemic is already enough to deal with?
That is one point we could agree on. And that is precisely why I want to be sure that you will be of help to this hospital, instead of a burden.
I'm not trying to create no beef.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
He's smooth.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor.
He's on to
Even
us.
if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
He doesn't like modern medicine. Alright. That's a surprise, I guess.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
No reason to justify my actions to you. I did
This is
save many
ridiculous.
lives.
My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
What do you want me to say?
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd.
Wow.
Thank you for your
This
time.
guy.
We'll talk later.
Dr. Ackroyd.
This shift never ends.
Okay.
Hear the words to calm
We got something.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
As for me.
Thank you,
Somebody
Nurse
outside.
Crane.
How can we be sure we're making a difference?
This guy. There we go.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Oh. Alright.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
What?
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
He's performing experiments. Flattery is useless. I am glad to be... Wow, I can't read. I'm glad to help you. Research is awesome.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
Let's find out about your experiments, bro.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may...
Alright, so he's not
You remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
Okay.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your
Somebody screaming in
differences
the background.
aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as
so they
proud
beefing.
as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical
Dr.
science.
Ackroyd are beefing right now.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
Do you need my
Do you
help?
need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research.
Side mission.
Yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time.
Side mission.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True, true. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Ha! Personal questions. Oh, we unlocked one.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father.
Nothing except the ceiling in my room.
His children at risk because of his own negligence.
Jeez, Harvey Fiddick did what? Hold up. Harvey Fiddick,
Who's that?
A character in this game, Vampyr. It's new, it just came out. Harvey's blaming himself for his injury.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
You think keeping his distance was a mistake?
I'm really sore.
But I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes,
I'm
and
starting
fears.
to work out.
A biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Hard.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
I'm really mad because I can't play my PS4. Well, like my family's PS4. Because my sisters keep playing Resident Evil games.
Is that bad?
I don't know. I don't really like Resident Evil that much.
Why is that?
So, I don't know. Like when I played it, the controls were like
I'm Beatrice Goswick,
bad,
mother of
in my
Mortimer
opinion.
Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
I gotta be a doctor, really?
You can be a doctor?
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs.
I don't know.
Not much to
feels like,
say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
L.A. Noir. And it's about a vampire.
Are you
And you have to investigate. It's pretty badass.
Most
so
of the
far.
patients here are of a more humble
Has a
order,
story-based feel to it, and
Yes.
I can whoop ass.
Thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover
Yeah, all
any
my
needed
friends
medical
play are just
expenses.
Destiny 2.
That's people to PS4.
May I ask if you have an occupation?
No, they
Mrs.
played on
Goswick?
I'm a
they
teacher
played
by
on
profession.
PC.
I teach
I
young
would assume
women who
that,
are more ambitious about their
lobbies are
futures
hacked,
than their
but I guess
families.
not.
I don't know.
What do you think of your reception?
It's on Blizzard.
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we
It's
had
too
no
late
other choice,
for me to start on,
considering the
Destiny.
state of emergency.
Everybody's all high level.
Is there something in particular that's
Yeah.
Some of the staff were not especially welcome.
Beatrice questions the Pembroke Hospital's efficiency.
Me.
Okay.
I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Let's I'll be right back in like, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes.
Alright. Personal questions, nothing. That's crazy.
Goodbye,
She doesn't
Mrs.
like the
Goswick.
people inside the hospital.
Never could keep anything from us. So many
take me to the hospital. Find an office on the second floor of the Midnight the Garden. Alright, let's go see if we can find that garden. I want to fight somebody.
You always knew the words to calm the children, haven't you?
Where's the garden at? Merchant. Wait, how do I put down a marker? Oh, so I just gotta go over to the right. Alright. Just gotta go around this corner. Wait. Wait. I'm talking to you. Wow, the disrespect.
I'm sorry you ended up on my plain and cold pilgrimage, sir.
That's
I
disrespectful.
understand you must be very angry about this unfair situation. I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife. I hope.
Alright, where's the garden at? I'm almost there. Greenbridge Hospital. Grease and a screw. What's this? Hello? It got way too quiet. Okay, never mind. Oh, wait, oh, wait a minute.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Oh. Ow. Oh my goodness. Alright, I need to heal. I mean, not heal. Come on. I need my blood back. You're still alive? Oh. Oh, he's way faster than the last one. Whoa. Stay away from that. Ooh, I'll take that. Where's the other guy? Okay, why not? He's not doing anything. Find the other guy. Where the other guy go? What are you doing? photograph of the wallet. I guess that's what he wanted? So we gotta return it back to him. Okay. What else is over here? Where am I at? Okay, I'm going. Come on. Alright, so we're gonna return this back to the dude at the very front, the security officer. Get on his good side. You brought to me my picture.
It never ceases to amaze me how
you're not running this time. You want to talk to me? Talk to me.
It's locked, all right.
And lost.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
How do you used to be a real doctor?
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof.
Wow, what
no
happened to
soul
this dude?
anymore. All gone.
Who hurt you?
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have a respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
So he's been in a war? He's not afraid of death since he served at... Alright.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
Milton Hooks.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
She's relieved, technically.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Well, yeah, because everybody's inside now, so...
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Okay.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really.
Curios?
But I'm sure they can be useful. Tomorrow, more bodies will arrive and then sadly depart.
Alright, so let's do this picture. I run this pole.
If only I were young again.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Oh.
Do you require medical assistance, nurse?
Thank you for your concern, but I'm fine.
Oh. I have nothing on her.
Goodbye, nurse.
Alright.
Call me if you need assistance.
Get on my way, lady.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true.
The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
If you guys don't know about Rockefeller, I'm gonna need y'all to do your research.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's the same everywhere. I don't have much of a choice. It's the same everywhere.
It's not exactly the best situation in London either. I can't have expected this hospital to be prepared for what was to come.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
Oh, that's sad.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Positive? What about the management?
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
Tell me more about cherished people then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
If that's your way of hitting on somebody, sir, you need to reevaluate your life. So, social circle. He talks to Miss Brannigan. I see that. I see that. Overqualified as a nurse, Conan is exhausted. So he's tired and exhausted. We need 2 more. Look at the player tree already in the city. Look at this. We got 1 more. Talk to over here. We gotta find out who this patient is. Oh, wait. What's that on the right hand side? Oh, everybody's doing healthy. Okay, so I gotta keep everybody healthy. Alright.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more, unto the breach.
You have nothing to prove. Nurse Brannigan is worried. Your attitude is irresponsible. Damn. Nurse Brannigan is worried. That might be the best answer.
Nurse Brannigan is worried about you, Doctor.
She should not have told you that. I will have a word with her.
You don't have to blame her for her honesty.
I'm not that kind of man, my dear Jonathan. Actually, Nurse Brannigan's opinion is the only one I may listen to.
Okay. All right. As long as we got that out the way. Oh, personal question? Oh, no, I don't have anything. Dang. All right, well, that's fine.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Let's go get this dude's photo. What's this? Hospital full. Is that you? What is it? Right.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet.
Hilarious.
With all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what?
Pippa Hawkins.
Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway, to remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody's as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
Alright, so he doesn't want me to spread around his secret.
Goodbye, Milton.
Hold on, let me...
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Press F for details.
Do you need any medical help, Milton?
I'm fine, Doc. Physically, at least.
So I have to make sure.
So I would give everything to be in a better place right now.
Goodbye, Milton.
Alright, let's go find this lady. Pippa Hawkins. She might be on the second floor. Who's you?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
Uh-huh. Okay, you don't know the whole story then.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Okay.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul. Or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't...
First of all, I believe she's a vampire.
Even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
Alright.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Who are these
She said
enemies
bat.
you mentioned?
She
Can
said
you describe them?
I am done.
But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
Alright. That's a thing.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
She's on something else, guys. Let's keep it up. Why not? To the second floor. Did I talk to everybody in this hospital yet? Dr. Swansea. Alright. Who built this place? Can't go that way. Take me to the hospital, find our office on the second floor. I can open that door? Anything else I can do right here?
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own.
Okay.
At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
What's this? Crafting, workbench. To heal the 6 citizen serums to boost yourself, weapons upgrades. Analyze blood sample. I got serums. Select a weapon to upgrade. Upgrade. How do I upgrade it? Oh, I need components. Tiny common handlebars. I can upgrade that.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night.
I can feel it.
I have so much time.
What's this? Message. I'm not worried about that. Let's go to bed. Zarbon. Frieza. Oh. Frieza. Coagulation, you will block your opponent's blood and their fangs, making them defenseless. Alright. How much is this? 600? I like these odds better, to be honest. You perform a supernatural move to your target. Oh, these are the other ones. Drain. This time it is fade in the shadows. How much is this? 500? 3 serums on you. Let's upgrade this. We're gonna upgrade the little stuff and then upgrade the larger stuff. Alright. There's nothing else I can get. Alright. We're gonna do the little stuff first, worry about the big stuff later. Major districts events. Every night, a consequence of your actions may improve or degrade your district health status. It can also degrade due to diseases spreading among citizens. Oh. The more lives you take, the unhealthy district becomes. If your district's health status drops below the critical threshold, it will plunge into chaos. It's my decision to decide the district's fate. Oh, if I'm fighting people.
I'm to stay here until my research is complete. I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Help the hospital cope with the epidemic. Where's that?
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Where do I get water from? Is there water here? trying to see if there's water here. Alright, whatever.
Come on, I don't have all night.
I'm coming.
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
You ain't wash your hands?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
This one?
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead.
Okay.
Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
Okay.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way, then.
I know where
Thank
it
you,
is.
nurse.
I was just over there. Get out of my way. Ooh, hacksaw. There's a letter over here, too. Patient face has been heavily burnt. Dang. So, finding clues around a hospital like that. You know, just us. Oh, why'd I come up here? Alright. Oh, his office.
Not now.
What's up with this dude? So, I have to control my thirst. And I have to... I went the wrong way. Nope. What? What the? What? What am I doing up here? I don't even know. Alright, whatever. What the? Alright. Where am I going? Completely the wrong way. Into the morgue. Alright, I gotta make a U-turn. Oops. My bad. Wait. No, nothing? Alright. Let's do it. I'm bringing chairs again. Enter the old morgue. Hold up. Bullets. See, that's a clear sign. That's a clear sign. Yep. That's not what I wanted to do. I switch to him? What? I'm pressing G. GT. I don't understand. Where are these ingredients at, though? I know we're gonna have to fight somebody. I just don't know where or when. I got cash. That's a start. That's a good start. Go get down there. Oh. Oh.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain.
Am I doing it wrong? I thought I would have had the gun by now. How do you switch to the gun? I just gotta select the gun. Alright, maybe that'll work.
Sickness moves faster than influenza.
Cigarette case? What am I supposed to do with a cigarette case? Alright, I found this. Find some ferrous phosphate. Oh, ferrous tartrate. What? Bottle of alcohol. Are these doors unlocked? No.
It's locked, all right.
Oh my gosh. Blood sample. Can't go through this door. Is that the table I need?
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Finally. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Back up. Oh my god. Yeah, you didn't like that, did you? Matter of fact, yeah. Come on. Weave in and out, boy. I'll take that.
I cannot enter.
What? Man, I gotta go downstairs. Money. I have not been in. Is this the room he came from? It is.
Balls of Mars. Fortifiers.
That's the room he came
As
from.
popular as they are ineffective.
Nothing else in
But
this room that I need.
they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself
Alright, we're going
useful.
upstairs. We're going upstairs. Hello? Anybody home? Nope. Door locked. Jeez, what happened to you? Water, rich blood sample. Okay. I assume I can consume those, right? Or is that just me? Oh, we gotta go downstairs. Alright, we're going downstairs. What was that? What was that? Why you go off running?
These scowls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
Ain't no running today, sir. Oh my god. What'd you do, sir? Ah. Stay down. Yeah. Alright, he's down. Where your friend go? What do you have? Bullets? See, I like that. I'm getting more bullets. Hello? Give me that. Yeah, give me your supplements. I need to get out this room. I need to get out this room. Come on. Come on. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. Look at the weave. Look at the weave game. Oh my goodness. Beautiful. You see me? No, you don't see me. Alright, I need you. Crap. Look, we got the nope. Back up. Back up. I'll take that. What? Let's go. Another one bites us. Doom. Another one bites us. Oh, wait, we gotta actually check this one. Alright, my bad. Any blood? Rogue scowl. Anything I need in here? Nope. Kick the door down. Okay, we still have to find some sodium hypochlorite. You alright? You don't look too good. You looking pale in the face, sir. Death report? Type of death natural. Probable cause, fast progression. Alright, I get it. God damn it.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report.
Alright, let's investigate this. Oh, wait. I wasn't ready for this. The harder they fall, new investigation. Corner of the wolves.
Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps? Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs.
Suicide?
Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman.
Oh. My bad, y'all. I've been watching 13 Reasons Why, the second season.
The chest was originally opened to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened.
Somebody's been digging in there?
A puncture over the left lung, possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful.
Okay.
Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then, he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
Tippett is not as good as we... Have I spoke to him yet? Tippett. Oh, the dude that's digging this chick. Okay, I get it now. Because he's so tired, he's not...
It's locked.
Oh, because he's so tired, he's not performing how he should be. Sorry, you need to get some rest. That's what he needs. You got friends? Just you? Yeah, you swing on me. Back up. Alright. Anything else? We gotta check down this hallway first. Anything in this room? Nope. nick a cranny out, but I'm rushing while doing it. So I can provide you guys content. Is that a light? Oh, what's this? Oh, no. Alright, let's go. Oh, there's another one. Sodium. We're missing sodium. Oh, what? You want beef? Oh my. Oh, that's not fair. Pull up. You know what? Oh no, I'm not scared of you. Pull up. Pull up. I'm not scared of you, sir. There's a shadow. And afterwards. I got hit by that. Pull up. I got hit by that. Oh, I'm about to die. Give me my health back. Give me my health back. Oh my gosh.
Skulls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
I need... I don't have any potions? Nope, no serums or nothing. That could be a problem. Alright, going up here. Where we going? Where we going? Oh, what's this? Crafting table. Thank you. Okay. I don't have enough for it? So you don't have... Crap. Well, that sucks. Okay. Oh, this sucks. I heard a door close. I need to change my weapon again. Not bad. Not bad. Pembroke Hospital. Bring the medicine to Dorothy Crane in the patient's room.
Fear and disgust.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
Why do you feel responsible for the injury, Thomas? What really happened?
I wasn't disfigured by any German shells. It happened during my leave. It was an accident.
Tell me what really happened then.
I went with a whore in Rouen. Dead drunk I was. The hotel was a shithole. There was a fire that night.
Did you start the fire? Were you trying to avoid going back to the front? That's not uncommon, you know.
No. It's just that I was asleep when the flames reached the room. The girl was long gone. Bitch never woke me up. Left me to burn.
Okay.
Why lie about it?
Come on. It's one thing to come back disfigured by the Germans. And it's another to get injured in an accident that could have happened to anybody.
Surgery could help you. You can't hide forever.
Reconstructive surgery has been very successful for some soldiers.
I don't want to wear a bloody mask for the rest of my life. I'd rather stay here and just be forgotten.
Oh. Damn.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
So I'm not gonna do anything.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Who's treating you? It's the same guy.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Okay.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
With that being the case, we're gonna go ahead and end the stream. Oh my goodness, that is a lot to take in for one whole episode. So I'm gonna go ahead and deliver the thing. I'm gonna catch you guys later.
Hey, I was that same young nigga that was trying to get a hug, Hey, I was that same young nigga that was trying to find love. Bitch, hey, I was that same young nigga that was trying to get a hug. That same young nigga. Hey, I was that same young nigga that was trying to find love. Bitch, now look at these hoes on my dick. Bitch, look at the gold on my wrist. Look at the gold on my bitch. Bitch, look at the doors on my whip. You dig? When I up this chop, I make you fall like a bitch. I'ma pull it with a mop, and I'ma put holes in that bitch. Look, when I was 16, found out my girlfriend wasn't no keeper. Bitch, one shit. 17, walked in on a bit from the church, sucking up the preacher. And I ain't been back. Hey, 18, I was down bad, $30 for the feature. Boy, you should've took it. 19, dropped out of college, now fuck my high school teacher. Shout out, miss. Then I turned 20, started winning. Nigga, we made it. Now I keep hunting in my bowl like I'm winning. Winnie the Pooh. Hey, I don't share my hoes. Bitch, I'm stingy. And I look out for my bros. I got plenty.